morning, everyone. This is Skip Sinwell, your beloved Campus Chronicles beat reporter, speaking power to truth and morning announcements to middle schoolers. Our top stories today. Several cheerleaders have confessed to being a part of a human pyramid scheme. The possum that lives on the roof? Is it getting smarter? And finally, our top story today. 2 staff members haven't been seen in several days. I'm referring specifically to our beloved lunch lady Linda, best known for her chocolate cherry chimichangas, and our janitor, Mr. Humphrey, best known for his ominous scowl and secretive waste management habits. And a stunning and potentially related turn of events. Our school drama teacher, Miss McGarry, has been moved to the custodial department, which the administration reports is due to budget cuts and not due to the mysteriously missing janitor. Seems suspicious, if you ask me. And if you ask me, you should always ask me. We now go to Miss McGarry for a comment on what's going on.
Good morning, students, fellow faculty, the possum. I would just like to reassure all of you that my new custodial position is not a demotion, but rather a lateral movement to an equally important position, like a jazz score that stops halfway through. A jazz line, if you will. I believe that keeping our school clean is just as noble as keeping our school artistic. And hey, when life gives you lemons, you should make lemon meringue pie. I mean, I've never actually made a lemon meringue pie, but they're very tricky. And hey, it's nice to have goals. But look, what I'm trying to say is, if anyone has what it takes for the job, it's me. Cleaning is just like theater, and don't say that it's not. When I mop, I'll channel Shakespeare, and I'll cry out, damned spot. Custodians are theater artists. The school's their masterpiece, and like theater directors, they're sick of seeing grease. Oh, I'll sweep like Dick Van Dyke, and have a tap break now and then. Then I'll plunge into the toilets like Javert into the sand. The sand. Cleaning is just like theater, an art that's truly fine. So fetch the Windex and the squeegee, 'cause it's my time to shine, literally. So, in conclusion, don't cry for me, student body. And I'll have you know I've been plotting for the most important event of the year. No, the century. So put that in your script and smoke it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go to the home ec kitchen. Someone accidentally spilled a bunch of lemons and eggs and lemon meringue pie filling. No idea who did it. Ciao.
Hey, Drama Gang! Foster here holding Ginger the Goldfish, or the remains of Ginger the Goldfish. She kicked the bucket this week. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't carrying your dead fish kind of weird? But I'll tell you what's weird. The things going on at the school! Lunch lady Linda and the janitor gone missing? Ms. McGarry suddenly a custodian? Ginger and I are headed to the one place where you can both flush a fish and flush out a mystery. Custodia! That's right. Janitor Humphrey's secret lair in the back of the school. Now, I know what you're thinking. Foster, no one knows what's in Custodia. No one's allowed in Custodia. Mr. Humphrey doesn't like kids going near Custodia, nor going near anything. But now, grumpy Mr. Humphrey's gone, lunch lady Linda has vanished, and Ms. McGarry is refusing to spill the dirt on her new janitor job, which is presumably a lot of dirt. You guys know I love a mystery, so here I am, alibi in hand, recording this message in case I get caught skipping second period. Ginger here is my plausible deniability, and also my friend who is dead, not necessarily in that order. But look, this is important. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad Ms. McGarry is keeping such a good attitude about this, but auditions for the school musical start tomorrow. And if she's not there to lead the drama club, it will be directed by Coach Brockjaw. Coach Brockjaw! He once asked me which jerseys they wear in Jersey Boys. Come on, Drama Gang. I'm not just going to Custodia for myself. I'm going there for all of us. And my dead fish. And maybe myself. I've always loved a mystery. They're pretty much the bomb. Used to stay up reading Sherlock, then interrogate my mom. Oh, mysteries are daunting, yes, they're filled with fear and doubt. But my dead fish and I are gonna figure one out. Isn't that right, Ginger? Ginger? Oh, right. I'm not a stranger to a mystery. Just check out all my logs. There's an abandoned dugout at the school and a freezer full of frogs. But no one's faced Custodia, so dark and probably cursed. But my dead fish and I, yes, this dead fish and I, yes, this dead fish and I will have to be the first.
Be careful, Foster. I don't want to exaggerate, but literally everything I've heard, talked about, or thought about for the past forever is that Mr. Humphrey and Lunch Lady Linda vanished into thin air. Now, I don't want to make any bold speculative remarks, but for all we know, she stuffed a gruesome fate, too horrible for words. And last time I saw Miss Linda, she was heading right towards Custodia. And I know you can be a bit dramatic, so I'm begging you, just tone it down. There's so much here that we don't know. It's really overwhelming, so let's use a little logic and we'll be okay. Mr. Humphrey's awful shifty, put the odds at 50-50. Either nothing wrong, there's foul play. Frankly, when I think about it, something suggests to think about it. Nothing is for sure, but now I've got a hunch. Mr. Humphrey in the carrier, he's going to the girl. Now Lunch Lady Linda, sweet Lunch Lady Linda, poor Lunch Lady Linda's his lunch.
Hey, Drama Gang! I know school just let out for the day, but this is an emergency video call. Carrie, you were right. I think something seriously weird is happening in Custodia. Not only did I not see Ms. McGarry, but it was all dark down there. And I couldn't find the light switch, so I wound up using my phone flashlight instead to flush Ginger down what was either a custodial sink or a bathtub for small, unusually shaped children. But then, just as I was going to leave, I found this, a wallet. Now, I know since Mr. Humphrey hasn't been at school all week, I thought it couldn't have been his. But I found his ID inside. And this creepy poem. I promise I will always keep you safe. I will watch over you until you die. You will never be far from my sight. We will always share the ties that bind. So, I'm thinking 3 things here. 1, Mr. Humphrey may still be in Custodia. 2, if he's still in Custodia, but I didn't see him, it may be bigger than we ever imagined. I'm talking secret tunnels big. 3, if this poem is about Lunch Lady Linda and she's gone missing, she could be in serious trouble. And 3, the reprise. With Ms. McGarry acting so strange, we can't rule out the option that she's in on the whole thing. Look, I don't want Coach Brockjaw directing this musical any more than you guys do. He once asked Carrie, who runs defense, in a chorus line. But with auditions tomorrow, we've got less than 24 hours to find out if we can even trust Miss McGarry. So I'm calling on the whole drama club to team up to help me find out where Lunch Lady Linda is, what Mr. Humphrey's up to, and just what's going on here. The only problem is I'm only allowed to use 15 minutes of video chat a day ever since we did that live digital reading of Angels in America, Part 1 and 2. Now my parents monitor all my social apps. Does anybody have any ideas of how we can talk confidentially?
Foster, I'm glad you asked. As it happens, I've been working on an app just for us drama kids. It's like YouTube, but better, more confidential, and the algorithm doesn't keep recommending that I watch the cast of Riverdale do ASMR with slime. We can chat on it as long as we want, and the only way to access the app is by answering passcode questions that only Drama Club kids will know the answers to. Like, who got spun off the turntable during Les Mis 2 years ago? Ashley Newman. Who got trapped under Milky White during Into the Woods? Ashley Newman. What broke down during Grease and had to be carried off stage? Now that one is a trick question. Both the car and Ashley Newman. I'm telling you guys, this app is a game changer. Now, to answer any other questions that you may have, here's my assistant Lane with a helpful presentation. Take it away, Lane.
Does the concept of a Snapchat fill your moms and dads with fright? Do you have to clear your browsing history every single night? We must communicate, stay up to date, no matter where we are. My friends, there is an app for that, and it's spelled THDATER. Theaterer, a drama gossip whisperer, for sharing stuff with each other. It's super fun and quite secure. Oh, theaterer, it's like a trendy app, it ends in er. It's really gonna cause a stir. So log on now to theaterer. Whew. Did you get all that? I can't believe we just have to make these things up on a PowerPoint now. I need some water.
Hey followers, it's Maddox here. Sorry, I mean Drama Club friends. It can be so hard to remember that I'm not running an immensely successful food channel, as normally I am running an immensely successful food channel. I'm sure you can all imagine the stress. Well, as the resident foodie of the Drama Club, I thought I'd hop on this new app, thanks Lane and Techie, and remind everyone to savor their Salisbury steak today. As from now on, I think that it will only be fish. In the line today, I heard one of the lunch ladies saying, and I quote, "They're only going to be soybean fish." Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Maybe it's due to budget cuts. Or maybe it's due to the disappearance of lunch lady Linda. This could be the death of my immensely successful food channel. All I know is that if you want more food news, or as I like to call it, foos, then make sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Terry here. Please don't think I'm dramatic or my sister Carrie, but I was at home feeding my cat dinner when I saw all your messages, and I immediately rushed right back to school, where I'm already searching Custodia for more clues. I don't know what Miss Humphrey did to make Lunch Lady Lynn disappear, or how Miss McGree got tricked into taking his old job, but if you ask me, we can't trust that grouchy old man as far as we can throw him. I mean, if the entire drama club teamed up, we could probably throw him a couple yards, but then he'd be really grouchy. I heard that if a teacher ever looked him funny, they'd throw a caution wet floor sign outside the classroom for a week. Even the floor's now wet. How messed up is that? Wait, what's this? Oh no, this was Lunch Lady Linda's. She did get lured into Custodia. And what's this? Where does this go? OMG, I'm starting to panic. What was that comment taking my sister taught me to dingle like this? There's so much here that we don't know. It's really overwhelming, so let's use a little logic so we don't get scared. All Linda's things here, which honestly is kind of cute, but maybe she just wanted different clothes to wear. But now I'm all set up, but maybe this is all a trip. Mr. Replay of this to catch me too. What if it's like to say, now bring out highs, tell my cats I never do.
Guys, I have huge clues news, or as I call it, clues. So I was at the mall tonight, right? because I wanted to swing by GameStop to pick up that new game, Animal Flossing. You know, the game with the cute animals who do fun victory dances and fight each other to the death. Except I had to get my older sister to drive me. And she wanted to go to the jewelry store. So there I am, waiting for her to finish talking about, I don't know, ear bracelets or whatever. Then I saw a ring box labeled Elmer Humphrey. Now, I don't know Mr. Humphrey's first name for sure, but I've read enough books to know that if your first name is Elmer, you are most definitely a cranky old man. And Mr. Humphrey is a very cranky old man. And get this, the box was labeled one to rule them all. So here's what I'm thinking. Mr. Humphrey is an evil wizard. Huh? I'm just spitballing here. Add me on Animal Flossing. Peace.
Hey everyone, it's Gloria. Terry gave me the key this early afternoon. She's okay, by the way. Just a little anxious. And so am I. I so hope I don't have to audition for Christopher Rockjaw. One time I'd asked him if he had ever seen Chicago, and he said, the Bulls or the Cubs. And I'll admit, did Terry mention it was my birthday today? No? And have any of you mentioned it yet today? A day which, might I add, is almost over? Also, no. But here I am anyway, being an incredible friend, sneaking around spooky Custodia labyrinths in the middle of the night on my birthday, trying to find the door that this key will fit into. Wait, oh my gosh, this is it. This is the door. You guys did remember my birthday. You're the best drama club ever. I'm so sorry I ever doubted any of you. At last, I feel my life's complete, and it feels so good. It tastes so sweet. Watched other people's birthdays every year since I was 9. Now finally, someone remembered my... Hold on, I'm getting some chat messages. Let me read them really quick. Oh, you guys didn't know it was my birthday. Then who put all these balloons here? Did the janitor? Did the possum? I think I need some alone time.
Good morning, everyone. And by everyone, I mean the drama club. And by good morning, I mean Jacques. I'm Skip Sinwell, your beloved Campus Chronicles beat reporter, here with some breaking in news. That's right. I found out about your unprofessional little investigation, and I've infiltrated your so-called secret application. Using Drama Club secrets as credentials? You forget that those secrets aren't so secret when you have to review every single production for the Campus Chronicles. Well, I personally find this all a complete affront to the good name of investigative journalism. So, I will be commencing my own official investigation. I did not take one semester of journalism to be out-scooped by some theater nerds in tap shoes. More details at 11. Or whenever I feel like it.
Sorry about that, everyone. Just some minor technical difficulties. If you all wouldn't mind updating your apps, we're gonna go ahead and remove some pesky bugs and unauthorized access. Skip. And due to popular demand from the drama club, yes, we have also added more videos where the cast of Riverdale do ASMR with slime. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Gross. Yuck. But I hope you all remember this when I need money to launch my first startup. Now, another school day is starting. And if we haven't gotten to the bottom of this by 3 o'clock today, we're all going to be auditioning for Coach Rockjaw, the man who once asked me if Pippin was about some guy named Scotty. Everyone get cracking. And since the app's going to be down for a little bit, playing cover for me.
Theater, some issues with our processor, but think of just how much more fun we'll have. Well, with version 1.1, updating without a hitch. 3 hours left. That's a glitch. Thank you for your patience, ma'am. Or sir, we'll see you again on Theater. I can't believe I'm just supposed to make these things up on the fly now. You guys have to start paying me more.
Hey everyone, I have some big news.
No phones allowed.
Sorry. So I'm recording my first period library study hall, and I just overheard a group of teachers whispering, which I, for one, think is a very suspicious thing to do in a library, which I should know, because I'm being very suspicious right now. I couldn't make out everything they said, but it sounded like they said, that sneaky man, something, captured her, something, I can't believe, something, murmur something, honor, I would, something, honor, this whole thing, mysterious whispering, fiasco. Then Coach Brockjaw said, I don't know if you can trust McGarry with something this important, but I think McGarry got caught up with Lunch Lady Linda's disappearance in some sort of wicked librarian teacher janitor cult. And I think Brockjaw pushed her to do it so he could take over the musical.
Put your phone down.
See, that's extremely wicked. We've only got one short day to help Miss McGarry before she gets caught up in something bad for good.
Whichever girl's still talking, you'll be given detention.
I'm not that girl.
Danny here. Some of you may not recognize me because I play in the pit band, which means I spend half of my life in a tiny room underground. But I'm in the drama club, and I'm as dedicated to finding out the truth about Custodia as the rest of you. Mostly because a secret network of tunnels under the school be very helpful to me. As there's hardly any room in the pit band for my toaster oven, my mini fridge, or my hammock, my life is very hard. That's the bad news. Here's the worst news. I searched the band room after second period jazz ensemble, but didn't find any clues. I checked everywhere. The office, the rehearsal rooms, even the tuba cases. Nothing. Not a fermata. But I can't spend all day looking for clues. Some of us have to practice for the all-state jazz ensemble editions. Wait, what's this? Someone put a new piece in my folder. It says, for the Humphrey event. It's a clue. All right, folks, let's see what this sounds like. Holy Darth Vader, that sounds ominous. You only play ominous music when something's bad about to happen. That's Pippin 101, right after Be Careful with the Toaster Oven. Guys, I'm really worried about Janitor Humphrey.
Is this thing on? Okay, listen, I don't have much time. After Clara mentioned the librarian acting weird, I did what any normal person would have done. I followed Miss McGarry to her car and then hid the bush. Now, we all know Miss McGarry's law. She's never once left a building without leaving at least one thing inside of it. And sure enough, right after she unlocked her car doors, she realized she forgot something inside the school and went back inside to get it. So here I am at her car to see if we can find any clues in here.
Wow,
I guess adults can eat fast food whenever they want and then not have to clean it up after. I can't wait to tell my mom about this. Wait, I forgot. I'm committing a crime. No one tell my mom about this.
Baby shark, do 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 do, baby.
Look, a note. It says tiger food. Extremely expensive. What does Miss McGarry know about tiger food? My older brother once showed me a documentary about a person who fed people to tigers. No one told my mom about that either. Does that mean Mr. Humphrey fed lunch lady Linda to... No, it couldn't be. It couldn't be. Miss McGarry is coming back. I gotta go. Oh, my donut hole.
Hey, I guess I should probably explain why I've been hiding in the home ec room this whole time. First off, one of these days, Miss McGarry is bound to actually make a successful lemon meringue pie, and I want to be there when it happens. But more importantly, the truth is, I don't think the drama club is going to like to hear what I have to say about Janitor Humphrey. And that is that I think he's a really nice guy. One time after a late rehearsal, he helped me secure my baking soda science fair award-winning volcano to the back of my bike, and I'll never forget how kind that was. You try putting a baking soda volcano on the back of your bike after it already erupted. Those things are slippery. Sure, he's kind of quiet and he doesn't smile much, but who does? Well, theater kids do. Have you met us? We're exhausting, and I think we're all being a little quick to judge here. Dr. Seuss was awkward. Newton was aloof. Lincoln stood at 6'4", but hardly raised the roof. Meryl Streep's an introvert, so that alone should say sometimes being quiet's okay. Gandhi wasn't chatty, Cher is very shy. Snape seemed scary, then helped Harry frequently not die. With quiet things like cats and trees and yoga, we're so blessed. So if for once you theater kids could give it a rest. I mean, sometimes being quiet's a little verbal diet. Often being quiet is best. I mean, best.
Phew! Third period dance class was a killer today, guys. Ballet. Okay. Bar work the entire time. Oh my goodness, my legs are going to fall off. But your heads are going to fall off when you hear this. I overheard my ballet instructor, Miss Sheila, say that Mr. Humphrey, our janitor, Mr. Humphrey, has epic dance moves. I know, right? So here's what I'm thinking. The man has killer moves. The man has endless real estate in the form of Custodia. Put those together and what do you get? That's right. Janitor Humphrey is running a exclusive high-end Zumba class from under the school. And he's forcing Lunch Lady Linda and Miss McGarry to be his backup dancers. And before you say I'm going way off base, check this out. I once saw Mr. Humphrey dancing with a broom, just like this. Was he quite as good as me?
No. But who is? I rest my case.
Okay, guys, I don't have long to talk because I'm supposed to be stocking these canned goods here at the school food drive. But after what I just heard, I knew I had to contact you all right away. When I was picking up these canned goods from my church last night, I overheard one of the church volunteers say that the sanctuary was too small for Mr. Humphrey and Lunch Lady Linda's upcoming service. When you put it together with everything we've learned over the past 2 days, it all finally makes sense. Mr. Humphrey and Lunch Lady Linda are both dead, and McGarry did it, and now they're having a joint funeral. It's sad. These were special people that made our days clean, that is healthy and nutritious. Well, they made our days clean. And now I'll honor them by bringing this food to the needy. Nothing will distract me from... Oh gosh, I'm going to be late for my auditions. Bye.
Hi everyone, I've got some big news.
No phones allowed.
Sorry, I'm recording from my first period library study hall, and I just overheard a group of teachers whispering, which I, for one, think is a very suspicious thing to do in a library, which I should know, because I'm being very suspicious right now. I couldn't make out everything, but it sounded like they said that sneaky man, something, captured her, something, I can't believe, something. This whole thing, mysterious whispering, honor I would, mysterious whispering, fiasco. Then Brockjaw said, I don't think we can trust McGeary with something this important. I think Miss McGeary got caught up with Lunch Lady Linda's disappearance and some sort of wicked librarian teacher gender call. And I think Brockjaw pushed her to do it so he could take over the musical.
Put your phone down.
See, that's extremely wicked. We've only got one short day to help Miss McGeary before she gets caught up in something bad. For good.
Whichever girl is still talking, you will be given attention.
I'm not that girl.
All right, guys, this is it. The moment of truth. I'm here at the Drama Club office. Ms. McGarry is nowhere in sight. And any second now, Coach Brockjaw will be here to make us all audition for The Greatest Showman, which I know for a fact he thinks is a documentary about Rob Gronkowski. I've assembled all the clues we've gathered, and it's time to announce my conclusions. When you put together the strange disappearances, the wallet, the poem, the key, the fish, the ring box, the balloons, the whispering, the music, the tiger food, the dancing, and the service, it all becomes clear. Mr. Humphrey turned Lunch Lady Linda into tiger food so that he can serve mercury-filled fish in the cafeteria to clear out the school for his Lord of the Rings themed Zumba dancing club. And also, they're both dead. Oh, what's the use? We failed. I failed. I really don't know what we're going to do about all this or where Ms. McGarry has disappeared. I guess I was never cut out to solve mysteries after all. At least Ginger isn't here to see how far I've fallen. Oh, Ginger. I thought I'd love a mystery, a chance to use my brain. But nothing here is making sense, and Ginger's down the drain. I guess I'm not cut out for this, so much to my dismay. My dead fish and I had better call it a day. Guess I'd better go pick out a dress for Lunch Lady Linda's funeral service. Wait a second. Dress? Service? That's it! What's this? I'm getting a video from Skip Sinwell? No way, Skip. You're not cracking this investigation before me.
Good afternoon, everyone. With an eye for justice and an impeccable sense of timing, I have chosen now as the time to reveal my findings. This just in. All drama club members are to report immediately to Custodia. Okay, let's see. How old do you have to be to win a Pulitzer Prize in investigative journalism? 23? How about if you get a note from your parents? Oh, come on. Oh, come on!
Finally, you've all arrived. Welcome to Custodia Drama Club. And don't expect to leave anytime soon. I know you've been on this crazy hunt to find out some very personal information about some members of our staff. Well, the first thing you should know is it's none of your business what the adults do in their spare time. The second thing you should know is... Wait, why are you all looking at me like that? Hold on. Sorry, this basement is damp and there are leaks everywhere, so I have to wear this hoodie. Where was I? Oh, right. Since you're all going to find out soon anyway, I wanted to be the one to tell you. Mr. Humphrey and Lunch Lady Linda, who, by the way, is just called Linda, will be getting married tomorrow! What's that, Foster? You already knew? Well, I bet you didn't know this. That I, being the best director in the city, have been acting as their wedding planner, master of ceremonies. Oh, you figured that out too? Well, I'm counting that as a victory for our education system, so you're welcome. Anyway, that's why I haven't been around a lot. I was trying to keep a low profile while running a high profile gig. Auditions will, of course, be postponed so I can give you all the attention you both deserve and clearly demand. I would have notified you all earlier, but an artist can't be expected to keep track of anything. Especially not when they're planning, imagining, and executing the greatest exotic animal-themed pescatarian wedding this middle school has ever seen. Oh, and another thing. I know many of you have some harsh things to say about Mr. Humphrey, but I wanted you to know that if he ever seems tired or grumpy, it's because he works 2 jobs, so he can send his money to the Give a Kid a Crock Foundation, making sure every child in Eastern Europe has both a slow cooker and a pair of soft, ugly shoes. He also spends his time volunteering at big cat shelters. And I must confess, Mr. Humphrey has saved several of our musicals. When the turntable began throwing actors willy-nilly in Les Mis, Mr. Humphrey was the one who fixed it. When the car broke down in Greece and began to spew wiper fluid across the stage, Mr. Humphrey was the one who cleaned it up. When Ashley Newman cried so much on the closing night of Matilda that her salty tears threatened to discolor the stage, Mr. Humphrey desalinated the floorboards. So, in conclusion, don't jump to conclusions and don't judge a book by its cover.
Good morning, everyone. Our top stories today. The Cross Country Club has decided to rename themselves in the spirit of honesty and will now be known as the Cross a Good Portion of Town Club. The possum that lives on the roof of the school has learned how to fill out a Scantron. And last but certainly not least, school bells weren't the only bells pealing through the hall last night. A wedding occurred, which this reporter correctly predicted. As lunch lady Linda walked down the cafetorium aisle to marry Mr. Humphrey, accompanied by a flash mob from our very own drama club, music was provided by Danny and the Pit Band, and flower girl duties were handled by Ashley Newman. Until halfway down the aisle, when Ashley remembered that she was allergic to most flowers and had to be escorted out by a medical professional. Sometimes a flair for the dramatic is needed, and this reporter is grateful for the drama club for sending me on my greatest investigative inquiry to date, and for keeping everyone on their toes, least of all themselves. The entire school was in attendance, as were many members of the local dance company, of which Linda and Mr. H are both card-carrying members. The bride wore white and a hairnet, and the groom traded in his typically dirty coveralls for some slightly cleaner coveralls. We here wish these new lovebirds the best as they begin their new life together. And us at Campus Chronicles would like to editorialize on one last note.